Okay, here we go. You ready?
Ready.
Let's do this. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Twisted Talks, your inside pass to the stories, journeys, and personalities behind the incredible work here at Twisted Tattoo. I'm your host, Fonzie, and today's episode is going to be a great one. Today, we're sitting down with the artist Jenna, one of our wonderful, talented artists who has been tattooing with us for about a year and a half. She started her journey here as an apprentice, soaking up all her knowledge from shop owner Denise and other fellow artists. Now she's on her own, booking her own clients and creating killer traditional pieces, whether that be in black and gray or color. Jenna, welcome to Twisted Talks.
Hi, thank you for having me.
How does it feel to be on the other side of the needle today?
It feels amazing. Sometimes it really doesn't feel real to me.
I agree. Sometimes.
It's honestly crazy that I get to do this every single day. It's amazing.
So let's jump in to your apprentice journey. Let's start at the very beginning. What made you become a tattoo artist? Was there something that you always knew, or did it click later on?
It kind of clicked later on. I went to college right after high school. I started painting on the side. I ended up doing murals of chalk art and window painting at hospitals, like during COVID time.
Really?
Yeah. And so from there, it kind of spiraled, and I was like, okay, maybe this is something I should do. So I went to school. I ended up changing my major, went to school for art, and I really dove into that. That was a lot of fun. Painting, video editing, like all kinds of stuff.
Okay, so you're kind of doing the stuff that you do here already, but just really not on skin.
Yeah,
so that's the fun part.
For sure. And then me and my sister started getting into tattoos a lot. We watched Ink Masters.
I love Ink Masters.
So we ended up getting tattooed by two of our favorite Ink Masters.
Really?
And yeah, I got tattooed by Tony Medine.
Really?
And my sister got tattooed by Jimmy Snaz.
And where was that at?
It was in Dallas.
Cool.
Convention in Dallas, yeah.
That's really the convention you went to.
Yeah,
Yeah, very
it was the
sick.
same one.
Yeah.
So we went there, and when I sat there for 6 hours.
Jeez.
It was my biggest tattoo I've ever gotten at that time, and it was just the coolest experience. And I knew that like someday, I didn't know how or when, but I knew that someday I wanted to do that.
Yeah,
that's
sick.
That's kind of
What a cool story. I mean, Ink Master from the beginning. So once you got here, you jumped straight into the apprentice life. What was it like for you? Did you expect it to be intense as it was?
It was honestly very difficult for me at first. I had just graduated from college, and when you graduate, you expect to get a job and start making money right away, and you're supposed to fall in line in a certain way, and having to start all over again was really, really hard for me.
Yeah, like a reset.
Yeah.
How long did you go to college for?
I went to college for 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a long time. It took me a minute, but I got there, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, all that matters. You graduated with the plaque? With
my degree and everything.
Very cool.
With the bachelor's.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Bachelor's in art. But yeah, the first 3 months of just Denise had me tracing pen and paper all day, every day, and I had another job at the same time, and that was, I could only work like 2 days at the other job because I was here the rest of the week, and it was a lot for me, but everyone just kept telling me, hey, you got to push through it. You got to push through it.
And you did.
And I sure did.
Now look at you now. Look at you now. Booking big pieces, booking all sorts of pieces, comfortable to where you can tattoo really anything. Just really finding it within your style and making it your own, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And just noticing all the recent tattoos that you've done, you've added your own little spiral into it to where it kind of makes it Jenna Ink.
Yeah.
Jenna Ink. Yeah, that's the best part. So give me a moment from your apprenticeship that really stuck with you, whether it was a big aha moment, something hilarious, or even something stressful that taught you a lot.
Ooh, that's a good one.
The tracing?
The tracing was, oh my God.
But look at those lines now. They're beautiful.
The tracing all day. I was here all day in the back. I didn't even see a machine. I didn't see other people's tattoos. I was just back here tracing pen to paper. I think my aha moment was when I started to sit with Raul and who's now like my mentor.
Sure.
Because I started off with Kristen. Then I decided to kind of change up the style of tattoos that I wanted to do. So I ended up sitting with Raul and just watching him tattoo, and that was like a really big change for me.
Yeah.
It was just something that I was really interested in because he does a lot of bold lines, bright colors.
That beautiful traditional look.
Yeah. And so that definitely was a turning point.
Was an aha moment.
Yeah.
So when you were watching Raul, was there anything specific that you kind of noticed that was like, hey, he does this perfect, I really want to pick up this style? Was it the way he shaded the tattoos, the way he blended the colors? I know you were in there a lot for multiple sessions. So when you were noticing it, what was really like that, wow, like, this is the moment.
Yeah, I think when he tattoos, it's just everything's so calm and chill. It's not like, oh, like I gotta get all this, you know. And when I first started, I was very much like, I don't know how to do this, like I don't know what's going on. And so like when I would sit with him, he would sit and explain everything that he's doing.
Break it down, yeah.
I like as he was doing it, and I was like, okay. And then he'd like have his stencil on, and I would sit there and I'm like, how is he gonna do this?
Calm
like
and
how does he
collective.
just do this all in his brain? You know, like me, I have to plan out everything. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shade it like this, I'm gonna do this. And him, he was just like, oh, I think I'll put this there, and this will look cool here. And I'm just like, how do I get there?
Oh.
You know, how do I get that mindset?
That's the fun part of being an artist, really. Just seeing it through, seeing the whole start to finish. We were talking about it on our other one, episode 2 with Mauricio, where simply just trusting the process. Like myself, I couldn't be a tattoo artist just because I haven't fully trusted the process just yet. From start to finish, I mean, that's where your artistic skills come in. You're like, hey, I'm gonna do this here, I'm gonna do this there, and then boom, the finished product is where it really shown.
For sure.
All your artistic skills, stuff like that.
Yeah, he really blew my mind with all of his designs, and just the way he shaded everything was big and bold, and you see it from far away, and you know, like, hey, Raul did that. Yeah, and that was really what caught my attention. That really wanted me to.
Did he ever mention about how long he's been tattooing? I haven't had him on here just yet, but I know he's been tattooing for some time now.
Yeah, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think since he was 16, he's been tattooing.
Yeah, he's that's about not to put Raul on blast, about 15 years, I think, somewhere around there. That's years of experience, years of expertise, years of really learning the craft. Miss Jenna here has only been tattooing for about a year and a half, and she's progressed so much compared to all the other artists that I've seen with such a little time. And it's really fun, just kind of really just finding your own style. And I noticed that you did find that recently. But from now, fast forward to now, you're doing your own thing, booking your own clients. How did you find traditional as your favorite style to do?
So when I was on pen to paper, I was trying a lot of Kristen, right?
Fine
I was
line,
fine
really
line.
Hold your breath and pull it. Yeah.
And I was just, it wasn't connecting. Like I could just tell. I'm like, and I remember I would sit here and be like, am I gonna be able to do this? Like there's no way. I was like, how am I gonna do this on skin? Eventually we ended up going to Melons, and with Melons you can't really put a stencil on because it comes right off. So I would have to freehand everything, and it just would take me hours to draw something that I would tattoo in like 10-15 minutes. You know what I mean? Because it's on a melon, it's a little bit different. But yeah, and so finally I just came across this like cool traditional style tattoo, and I was like, oh, let me just freehand this. It'll quick, right? Yeah. I did it within like 10-15 minutes, and I was like, oh. I was like, wait a second. And then I tattooed it, and I remember I went to go show everybody, and everybody's faces were just like, Jenna, what do you do? Like, what? This is so cool. Like, maybe you should try. And Denise told me, she was like, maybe you should try to like do those a little bit more instead.
Bolder style. Yeah. Do you remember what your first tattoo was?
That I did on someone?
Like your first skin piece, do you remember what it was and who it was on?
Yes, it was actually on Leah, the piercer, or apprentice piercer.
Yeah, she's a piercer now, full-time?
Full-time piercer, but she used to be a tattoo apprentice. Yeah. We would
back in the day, they went through it together.
Yeah, we'd sit at the table together and trace. But she was the first person I ever tattooed. It was the big knives, the cleaver? Is that what it was? You know what I'm talking about? Like the chef's knife?
Yeah, it's a chef knife with the skull in it. I remember vividly because I was here on the day. I was like, Jenna, today's the day.
Everybody was. It was so random. Everybody just like ran in here, and mind you, nobody ever came back here. So I was like freaking out. I was like, what's happening? And Denise is like, you're tattooing today. And I was like, no. Because I didn't want to mess up Leah. Like, she's here every single day. I didn't want to like do anything wrong, you know?
I can imagine the nerves. Tell me how you were feeling. What was going through your head when that happened?
When she came and told me, I literally started, like, I was having an anxiety attack. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do, you know? And I'm like, what if I mess this up? What if it's not good? Like, I've never touched skin before. And poor Leah, you know, like, I felt so bad. But everybody was just like, no, you got it. And I was like, okay. So once I drew it up, I went over to Denise's room, and then I was like, okay. I had to talk myself into it. Like, no, this is what you want to do the rest of your life. Yep. You got to start now. You got to do it, push through it, and you got this, you know? And it was really hard at first, like even just like pulling a line or like anything like that, it was really hard. And Kristen and Denise sat with me and was like, okay, look at me do it and try to like do the same thing. Mimic it.
When you first put the actual needle to the skin, you notice the buoyancy compared to like pen and paper. I don't know if you've ever drawn anything. Pulling like a line on pieces of paper is super easy, but once you get on skin, that needle's hitting, it's buoyant, everything's moving, so it plays a lot of factors when pulling in a straight line. And that design was like a knife cut out, so you had to hit the line straight.
It had to be straight, for sure. And I mean, you're also cutting into someone, so that was a little scary
Just
to me
depth
too.
control, stuff like that too.
Yeah, because I didn't want to hurt her either, you know, more than I was already going to, you know what I mean?
But all those days, all those practicing in the melon, when you tattoo on a melon, it gives you that curvature similar to like a skin compared to just pen and paper or practice skin, of course. So at least you got that time to build it up and kind of really prepare for it in a sense.
Yeah.
I remember the day it happened, and I remember the finished product. It's beautiful. If you ever get the chance, come by. Hey, Leah, show me the tattoo Jenna did on you. She's in awe. You just did line work that day, or did you shade it?
I just did line work.
Okay,
I hadn't learned shading at all. At
so it was
point.
just strictly lines.
Yeah. I didn't do the line work till a few months afterwards.
Okay, cool.
I mean the shading. Sorry. The shading
So when you developed your shading habits, I guess, how did you learn how to shade?
We had Denise had the cartridge that pens that you put in the tattoo machine.
Oh, like the ballpoint cartridges?
Yes. So it's like it mimics what a needle would do on skin on paper.
Yeah, and
with
you
the pen.
practice like stippling? Were you using mags?
It was stippling.
Okay.
Yeah. I started off with stippling. That's how I shaded Leah's tattoo. And then I eventually kind of went to mags.
Nice.
But yeah.
Super cool. I love the story because it's very vivid in my brain. It's a super cool moment. Just gaining the confidence to continue on. And I remember after that, she was like, all right, I'll do it.
I was ready. I was prepared every day.
So looking to now, I guess, when you're booking appointments, do you prefer black and gray style of traditional, or were you really leaning towards color?
I love a black and gray tattoo, 100%. And I've recently kind of dove a little bit more into color. I love color. I just know it hurts a little bit more because it's an extra step.
Skin.
Yeah, it's an extra step you got to do. And so I know that some people, like, I just can't handle it, but it's just, it makes your skin very tender. And I feel really bad. I was like, I feel terrible. But honestly, it's the few that I have done came out really, really cool. So yeah, I really love a black and gray tattoo though. I can't lie.
Heck yeah, me too. I love the different contrasts, the bold, bright, just shading. It looks really cool when a traditional tattoo's pulled off correctly.
Yeah.
So if someone came up to you and asked, I want a traditional tattoo, but you get full creative freedom, what would you design for them? What is your top, I guess, traditional designs that you would add into there?
I love a good skull.
Skulls are cool.
Skulls.
Especially traditional skull.
Yeah, and I've been really into like Western style, so maybe like cowboy skull. Love a good cowboy skull. I actually recently asked Raul to tattoo a cowboy skull on me. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, that's gonna be my next one, hopefully.
So it'd have some skulls, some Western sort of style, traditional.
And traditional flowers too. I love just like the old school little flowers.
So you hear that? Cool. You want a full sleeve? We got it already drawn out, traditional.
Yeah, we'll ready.
Plan it. Just come on in. Sorry guys, there's some sort of gnat or something that came into the studio right now. So don't mind it if we give it a quick swipe. But looking forward, the Twisted, I guess, being here since day one of your tattoo career, what has been the most valuable thing that you've learned working with artists here, like you mentioned, Kristen, Denise, Raul, etc., all the ones that have kind of helped you do your journey? What's the most valuable thing that you've learned just working with them? If you're able to fine-tune, I guess, one or two of them.
Yeah, I think it's just the willingness of everyone, especially the ones you just named, but everyone here at Twisted is so willing to help. Like, if I have any questions, I know I can go and ask literally anybody, and they're going to be like, hey, do this, or use this needle, or, you know what I mean? Give me tips and tricks.
Yeah, try this, do this.
And two, like, everybody's nosy here in the shop. So when I'm tattooing or something, there's like 10 different artists that come by and like, what are you doing? What's going on?
Yeah.
So everyone helps me out in that way, and I know I just love the support here at Twisted. I think truthfully, I feel like that's pretty rare in a tattoo shop. Just being in different ones as a client, you can kind of tell
the different styles and stuff.
Too, like when I was a client before I started working here, that was the very first thing that I noticed about coming here. I forgot about
that. You were a client before you actually applied for the apprenticeship here. Yeah. So who was your artist, if you remember, or who did tattoos on you, and how did it go when your experience came in?
I think it was about 6 years ago or so, and I was going through a breakup, and I was like, I need something.
Perfect time.
I was like, I need something. So I came in, and I wanted Denise, because I saw she was, owner. I was like, I want the owner to tap me up, She's beautiful, strong woman, and, like, that makes me so happy. Like, I love that so much, and that's what, like, I was like, I want to get tatted by her. You know what I mean? So I came in, she did my little finger tats here.
Cool.
Yeah, right on the nail bed.
I didn't even know she did them for you.
She did, the very first one I got here.
Show the camera?
Yep.
6 years ago.
Right on the nail bed, this middle finger, and then...
It's crazy because they healed really good. For them being finger tattoos, she packed that in.
6 years ago. It's a lot. But that was my first time here, and I just immediately
got hooked.
I loved it, and I was like, I'm never going anywhere else.
Love it.
Yeah, then I went to Kristen a few times, and I just kind of kept asking Kristen, hey, what's happening here? Like, because she knew I went to school for art and things like that, and she was always like, why don't you just try it? And I was like, well...
It's kind of the same boat she is in. I'm excited for our episode with her because she, same like you, just really was an artist. Had no clue that she'd become a tattoo artist, and boom, look at her now.
I know.
Same as you. It's such a cool just looking at the journey of an artist building up and having these talks with all the artists here at the shop. I'm just learning what they came from and how they came up is really, really interesting to me.
Interesting.
And everyone has different stories, different ideas, and different, I guess, in a sense, vibes in a sense.
No, for sure.
Which is
I
really,
definitely
really cool.
go around and ask everybody too. We're all nosy here. We don't want to know how.
So
everybody
going
got
on
here.
that nosy topic, do you ever get nervous when like all of us go into your room and check it out? I was thinking about that.
At first, I would be like, no, you have to leave right now. I would, because I'd get, before I had my fan, okay, I'm sweating, tattooing someone, and I'm freaking out, and people would come by and like, what are you doing? Well, what's happening? And I'm like, listen, and I would literally stop, turn, and I'm like, you gotta go. I'm like, you gotta go. I appreciate it. We'll talk about it later.
Like, I love you, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. I had to do that, poor Raul. I did that to Raul so many times. Because he just made me so nervous when he was there.
I can't imagine, especially the boss coming up to you and you're just trying to lock it in, sweat dripping down your gloves, everything. I know the exact feeling that you had because I had it myself.
No, 100%. But I think now I'm a little more calm.
Calm and pose. I notice it every time I walk by. You're like, oh, I'm just chilling, just doing what I love.
Confident in what I'm doing. I know I'm doing it to the best of my ability. Still have a lot of room to grow, but.
Yeah, so speaking on that topic, you've came so far in just a year and a half, and it's just the beginning for you. So what's next for Jenna? Are there any dream projects or new styles that you're hoping to explore down the road?
I would say probably like big sleeves, maybe.
Big sleeves?
Yeah.
Big traditional sleeves?
Yeah.
Or just any big sleeves. You're wanting to work on big projects, stuff like that? Oh, I love the neo-traditional look.
Right?
It's super, super clean.
Just like I've seen a lot of like full leg and it's like a whole picture on one leg, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
instead of like a bunch of little ones.
Almost
I think
like
something like that would be really cool. It'd be a lot of work and a lot of
sessions and locking in, but it's definitely doable.
Yeah, for
hearing
sure.
that, come book that full big piece with Miss Jenna here.
Something cool, something with a skull. I love skulls.
Skull, hear that? Book a skull. So, do you have any advice for someone listening or dreaming about starting their own tattoo journey?
Just do it. Like, just start. Find someone, find a community. You can also always DM me if you have any questions. Jenna in Texas. But yeah, I mean, just go for it. You never know. You never know. I never thought I would ever be doing this. And, the opportunity came up and it was honestly amazing, and I wouldn't trade what I do now for absolutely anything. Everything happens for a reason, and I truly believe it.
That makes me super happy to hear those words come out of your mouth.
No, absolutely.
I remember the grind. I remember watching you here. I'm like, you got this, Jenna. I believe in you. You're going to be something one day, and look at you now.
Yeah, Fonz was the one person that came in and checked on me every single day and was like, you got it. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Because it's rough, especially when you start off, you're like, man, I don't think this is for me. It's just really pushing through all those years, or all those months of just locking in and pulling those fine lines. Looking at her work now speaks for itself. So I'm happy that you were able to push through that journey and fly like you are flying now.
Thank you, thank you.
So it's time to loosen up a little bit. We're going to hit you with some rapid fire questions. Of course, they're all random, so you just got to think of the first thing that comes to your head.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it. I already asked you this one, but the first tattoo you did, Leah, of course.
Yeah, Leah.
Second one?
My sister.
Nice.
Yeah,
what was it?
I did. It was a rose with the eye in the center of it, coming out with like barbed wire around it.
Oh, cool.
To fill in one of her sleeve that she.
Did you ever tattoo your sister prior to that, or no?
No.
Okay, how cool. I'll be like, hey, sis, I got you.
Yeah.
Your favorite tattoo machine that you've worked with so far?
The Bishop liner. Yeah.
Bishop? You have the
Bishop.
Packer?
I have the liner and the shader. I don't have
Bishop
the
in general. If you're hearing this, Bishop, sponsor this.
Absolutely. I love it. I buy everything Bishop.
Okay, coffee or energy drinks to power through a long session?
I wish I could. I drink a lot of matcha.
Matcha?
I don't, coffee and energy drinks spaz me out, and I'm like, I need to be calm.
Yeah,
so.
I'm mainly a coffee guy. I don't really drink energy drinks because they make me too jittery.
Yeah, exactly.
Bold outlines or smooth shading?
Ooh, that's hard.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Let's go smooth shading.
Okay.
Yeah.
A tattoo trend you secretly love?
Oh. Spider web on the elbow.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Especially traditional one with the shading and all that in there.
I love it.
That's super cool.
I kind of want one, honestly.
Yeah. A tattoo trend you secretly don't like.
Ooh. This is gonna be. This is gonna be a tough
sorry if it hurts
one.
anyone, but
my bad. The like the Aries and Aquarius. What are
the Sagittarius or like the constellations. Or am I on the same page?
I don't think it's constellation. It's the what is it?
Zodiac symbols.
The zodiac symbols. I don't like those. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I will do them. They're like they look super cool. I just personally I would never get mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm an Aquarius. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me, but
I agree.
I just think it's I don't know.
When I heard that, I thought of like the constellation ones, like kind of make the thing.
Yeah.
Or you're thinking about like just mainly the symbols.
Like the symbols.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Funniest client request you ever had,
Funniest.
or most memorable in a sense. Or you could do both. Whatever.
Okay, funniest would be these girls came in pretty young, 18 probably, and they came in. They're like, we're both getting our boyfriends' names tattooed on us, and our boyfriends don't know.
Oh, I remember this one.
And I was like, are you sure about that? I was like, you sure? I'm like, I'll do it, of course, if that's what you want. That's gonna make you happy, but are you positive? Because I know if I was 18, I got a boy's tattoo.
No names.
That
No
would
names.
be extremely covered up
Yeah.
right now.
No names. Dream vacation spot.
Ooh, Hawaii, but I just went.
Again?
I'd love to go to Hawaii.
love
again.
Hawaii.
Or like Greece. Greece would be beautiful.
Yeah, I'm going to Greece in October. If I can recommend one island, it would be Kauai. In Hawaii.
Yeah, Kauai.
Super beautiful.
Beautiful.
I'd say it's small island, but land of the locals. You see a bunch of greenery, a bunch of beautiful hibiscus flowers everywhere. Everything's super green. It's
Hawaii is
paradise.
amazing.
Paradise. If you ever
Yeah.
get the opportunity, book it. If you weren't tattooing, what would you be doing right now?
I would probably be an art teacher somewhere. That was what I got my degree in.
Nice.
For teaching
Would
art.
you think it would be mainly like in a school and like a okay,
Yeah, probably school.
like an art teacher?
Yeah.
I remember that. I used to love art. I used to cross hatch when I was a kid, learn all the cool little ways of doing art.
Yeah, I used to work at an after school care program, and I had like an art club in the program, and all the kids, I would have like tables and tables of kids come, and everybody would just make a mess, and I was like, I don't even care, I'll clean this up.
Oh, that's fun.
It was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, would you do like crafts, or would you do like mainly on pencil and paper and like
Both.
colors?
I did all of them.
Sick.
Yeah, we had one like every month, so everybody would come and we'd paint everywhere, all over the place. But it was a lot of fun.
We got this big room here. Would you be open to doing it here?
With kids? Heck yeah.
Or just in general, everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah, that'd be super cool. We can set you up on the stage and do like a painting with the twist. Yeah, so next we're gonna do
that'd
this.
be so fun.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
In the works. We have this big room here. We'd love to take advantage of it. Maybe Miss Jenna here will host an art class for us.
Fun fact, I applied to painting with the twist.
Really?
Yeah, and
Nice.
I didn't get it. Can you
I
believe that?
love that place. What do? You send an audition of like your work?
I sent in like some of my paintings that I had done. Didn't get it.
That's rude.
I
Those
know.
people are lame.
Come on, painting with
Yeah,
the
see
twist.
the paintings hanging up in a room. They're super sick. Yeah, that's cool. Painting
you.
with the twist. I'd love
Yeah,
to do
I
painting with the
tried,
twist.
yeah.
It's always a good time going in there and just being guided. Hey,
Yeah.
let me do this, and then afterwards,
It's
trusting the
honestly really
process. It's
fun.
like boom, look at that
Yeah.
masterpiece.
I love that one, yeah.
Well, it's been so awesome hearing your story and how far you've came. From everyone listening and who's thinking I need to book my next tattoo with her, how can they reach you?
DM me on Instagram or through the shop, the link for the quotes and stuff, yeah. Absolutely.
Cool. So don't wait too long. Jenna's books are going to fill up. So lock in your spot. And as always, Twisted Tattoo is open 7 days out of the week. Walk-ins are always welcomed. And you always get a masterpiece. That's guaranteed here. Well, thank you again for hanging out with us today. We can't wait to see you again on the next episode of Twisted Talks. It was super fun. See you on the next one.
See ya. Thank you, guys.
Thank you everyone that watched. It was super fun. Exploring Jenna's journey. So see you all for the next one. Thank you, Jenna. You killed that. It was super
absolutely.
fun. We did
Thank
great.
you.
The nerves were there, but
Oh.
nothing
This is
light.
very
Super
scary.
cake. Super cake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
Bye.
See you on the next one. That was fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
Heck yeah. Nerves were leaking.
I know. I was like, my hands are so sweaty right now.
We
We did it.
Thank you to my cameraman that's back there. He's not there, but
I was like, where? Like, where'd he go?
heck yeah. Cool. That's a wrap.
That was a good one.
Yeah, thank you. That was fun. That was super fun.
My cheeks are all red.